turn down the volume right now, so
Comrade, there's no need to feel blue, because comrade, communism screwed you. I said comrade, there's a place you can go where the wealth's redistributed. Comrade, do you want peace, land and bread?
Somewhere that's dictatorship led.
Well, comrade, now Tsar Nicholas is dead.
The Russian Empire's had a glow up. Hit it! It's time to stay in the USSR if you are starting in the USSR. Where the future is bright, women have equal rights. For the Red Army you will fight. Time to stay in the USSR. It's time to stay in the USSR. The proletariat rule, leaders know what you'll do. You don't know that you're a fool. Gulags were not the place to be. If you get there, you will never be free.
But comrade, as long as you stay in line and just Stalin rule, you will thrive. They will just not content, cause soldiers are going to fight to stand.
Right, don't stress. We overthrew the autocratic society. It's very intense in the USSR. Not fun to live in the USSR. The July days were shit. Kerensky messed up big. Romanov were going in the pit. Power struggle in the USSR. Who's gonna win in the USSR? Make the right off the left. Make Trotsky miss Lenin's death. Stalin's rise was truly death. Starting with the money, the grocery policy, socialism in one country, bombing Lenin in the USSR. This is the cycle in the USSR. But Lenin made it clear, in the morning hymn, but the council would never hear. USSR, starting with the war. USSR, lies never a goal. Comrade, comrade, the future was cold. Comrade, comrade, let's get Nixon told.
USSR, it was fun in the USSR. The leaders were great in the one-party state, but it won't always be this way. USSR.
Alright, so with Madalena's flatmates angrily staring at us in the corner, this party
is now chorus. So before we begin, Sophia, do we have any apologies?
Yes, unfortunately we do. Erin cannot make it as she's currently passed out on the floor. George isn't able to make it because he's been invited to a better, cooler party. And Sally has had to decline because she has actual work in the morning. Coward.
Agreed. Be sure to include that in the minutes.
Yes, and speaking of the minutes, going over the minutes from last party as hosted by Rufus, scheduled to start at 8 p.m. I, of course, promptly arrived at 8 p.m. and began playing my music through the speakers. At 8:02, control of the speakers was taken off me. At 9 p.m, everybody else arrived. At 9:05, Rufus began to explain the rules of a drinking game. At 9:45, we all pretended to understand said rules and moved on. And at 9:50, Rufus got angry because no one was playing the game correctly.
It wasn't that hard to understand.
Anyways, at 10 p.m, Madeleine arrived, completely hammered.
I don't remember that.
I don't. At 10:30, Madeleine proceeded to be sick on the sofa. I tried to clean it up at this point. Madeleine began to cry. Sophia and Archie disappeared to a bedroom to finalise the terms of their merger. And Rufus locked himself in the bathroom, so it was decided to continue.
Alright, with that done, we can move on to the first item on our agenda. Shots!
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Can you please tell me your name, how old you are, and a fun fact about yourself?
Oh, that's great. Another fun fact. Done this 1,000 times. I can use one of the ones I've used before. Except I can't remember any of them right now. That's fine. I'm a fun person. I'm sure I can think of something. What do I like? What do I like? I like watching films. No, everyone likes watching films. That hardly passes as a hobby. That'd be like saying I like eating pizza. I'd sound like the most boring person alive. Oh God, maybe I am the most boring person alive. No, to focus. Okay. Things that I've done. Holidays that I've been on. We're talking about holidays that sound like bragging. I don't want to seem like a twat on the first day. Okay, how about famous connections to famous people? Yes. Okay, John Venn of Venn diagram fame. He used to live in the house opposite me. No one cares about the Venn diagram guy, and I don't want to seem like the kind of person who thinks Venn diagrams are fun. I'm taking way too long on this. People can see that I'm floundering. They deliver theirs so smoothly. I should pre-prepare and find out myself. Avoid this shit ever happening again. Oh God. Now I really am taking too long. What was the second question? Why even ask the second question? No one cares about the second question. Do other people act like this, or am I just uniquely boring? Fuck. What was the third question? Just shit. Okay, say something, anything.
Hi, my name's Ewan, I'm 21 and my internal monologue is voiced by a 5'6" white girl. Hello, welcome to another episode of Things That Would Be Bad as Towels. The game show where our contestants compete to name items that would make the absolute worst towels. Let's meet our contestants today, shall we? Contestant number 1, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Ryan.
Now Ryan, what brings you on our show today?
Well, one day I was having a shower and I thought, wow, this towel is really good at drying me. I wonder what would be bad as a towel. And here I am.
Amazing. Contestant number 2, why are you here today?
Hi, I'm Zoe.
What are you doing here?
I think I'm really good at this because I've actually never used a tap. Yeah, I've never showered.
Let's start our show, shall we? The first round, the showcase round, Our contestants have brought items from home which they believe would make the absolute worst towels. Ryan, what's your showcase item today?
This sheet of aluminium foil.
Amazing! And why did you bring this with you today?
Well, the surface is so shiny and reflective that if you try to dry yourself, the water just bounces off. And you become even more wet than you were in the first place.
Just like my wife when she comes home from work. Contestant number 2 is your showcase item.
A ring binder.
Is that cardboard?
Yeah. Is that a problem?
I didn't tell you that cardboard is famously absorbent. It's almost as absorbent as my pillow on the nights when my wife doesn't come home from her work husband, Christopher Pickle's house. Well, Ryan, it seems you win that round.
Yes.
On to our next round. Bad childhood experiences with a non-absorbent item. This is always a fun one. Ryan, what's your worst childhood experience with a non-absorbent item?
Well, I did once try to dry myself with candy floss at the beach.
Really? How was that?
It was terrible. The candy floss got absorbed by the water, and I ended up just 10 times as sticky, just as wet.
Sounds just like my wife. When she comes home from our therapy session, our marriage counsellor. What about you?
Worms.
Worms?
Worms.
Just like how Christopher Pickles is trying to worm his way into my wife's pants every Wednesday afternoon after their employee meeting. Well, that was a tough one. But I think it's fair to say, Ryan, you win that round again. I must say, you are very good at naming items that would be the worst as towels.
Thank you, that really means a lot.
On to our third round, we give our contestants the choice between 2 items to decide what they believe would be the worst towel. Today's items are an apple and a door. Zoe, you get the first pick.
A door because you can't hold it with your hand.
What about a small door like a cat flap?
Cat flap, you say? Cat flap. Speaking of cat flap, get your hands off my wife's pussy, Christopher! Sorry, I've just had a word from our expert panel, Big Towel Brian and Absorbency Adam, that it could in fact be a small door like a cat flap or a large apple, so I'm afraid the question has to be withdrawn. Instead, today we ask you, what would make a worse towel, a glass bottle or a naked flame?
A glass bottle because you could use the flame to evaporate the water.
But you can use a bottle to collect the water and then shower again.
Don't get smart. On to our final round, the trivia round. Contestant fingers on buzzers. Which cereal mascot famously pioneered the towel and why?
Captain Crunch.
Fuck off. Ryan, chance to steal. Almost like how Christopher Pickles trying to steal my wife away from me with his above average large penis.
Tony the Fascist Tiger.
And why?
To print his breakfast propaganda on. And lunch has never been the same again.
Ryan Proctor. Big lunch guy.
Yeah.
Although lunch has never really been the same for me since I came home from work to find my wife spread out across our kitchen table, Christopher Pickles between her legs, towels strewn everywhere. Well, it's safe to say, Ryan, you win that round again, and you are today's winner. But Zoe, it has to be said, you're incredibly bad at naming things that would make the worst towels.
Terrible.
You have brought shame on our show today. Almost as much shame as my wife tells me I bring on our marriage every single fucking day. You leave here with
I'm sorry.
fuck off. Congratulations, Ryan. You are our winner today. Next week, we see you on our sister show, Things That Would Be Good as Towels. Best of luck to you.
Now, before we have our own squash and give out the awards, I just want to do a quick recap with you guys. Young man, last up, what do you do?
Is he wearing school uniform?
Doesn't matter.
Catcall!
Good! I can't remember those acronyms. What do we look for in a man?
Damn! Dick, ass, abs, muscles, nipples!
Good! Yes! But remember, not personal or mutual interests. Now, I think it's time for the awards. Bethany, you were the top gaslighter in the class. Or were you? Charlotte, you had the highest score in the assault course. Well done.
I really enjoyed that bit.
And Diana, I'm so proud of your progress, from the catcalling to acing the quiz on creating a toxic work environment. Most improved. Brilliant, well done guys. So, I think it's time for some orange squash.
Excuse me, babes.
Oh, nice, good.
Smile!
Good. That's fair, yeah.
It's another restless night in this infested city. I can't sleep. The air is too hot and heavy and thick with crime. What's wrong? I say nothing. I stare at her face, all covered in worry, exhaustion, confusion. And it was all because of crime. I leave her to sink back into her blissful sleep as I look for my glasses. Ah, there they are, right on the nightstand where I left them. I take a cloth and wipe off the lens, cleansing them off the grime. I put them on, and all I see is crime. I take out a cigarette and light it, inhaling the sweet, familiar fumes as I stand and walk over to the glass doors of my apartment palace, to my balcony overlooking the city and its streets below, all flowing with the liquid lights of motorized crime. Aren't you cold? Cold, I think? Cold? With all this crime? Never! I stand on the balcony, open and naked to the cool night air. I bare my genitalia to the city, to the crime. You like this crime? You like my genitalia? I thrust violently at the city. Take it, crime. Take my genitalia. What? Not tonight. You have a headache. Sure. But one day, I will dry hump the city clean of all its crime. One day. I stuck my cigarette out of my arm. I realized this was a bad decision. I swear in pain. Crime! Fuck you.
Oh, Professor Plum!
Ah, Reverend Green, so glad you could make it.
Thank you. I'm really enjoying this party. But I did want to talk to you about last week's party.
Ah, yeah, that one did get a bit,
A murdery.
a bit murdery, yeah. Yeah, but don't worry, I've made sure there's a strict anti-murdering policy in place for this one. And I've made sure anyone has to hand in any potential murder weapons at the door. That's revolvers, that's candlesticks, that's chess sets.
Chess sets.
You'd be surprised. Ah, Colonel Mustard! What's that?
Oh, this? Oh, it's just a piece of lead piping.
Why?
I was just doing some plumbing.
At a party?
Yes.
At my house?
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Can't be too careful these days, though. The last party did get very
Murdering.
Yeah.
Though it is strange that Dr. Black did invite 6 people, all of whom hate him enough to have conceivably murdered him.
Even weirder we all showed up.
Oh, yes.
What are we talking about?
Dr. Black.
Oh, damn shame what happened to him, but he was a real asshole.
Mm.
Yeah.
Still, shame the party ended so.
Murdering.
Speaking of which, who invited Mrs. Peacock?
Oh, that would have been me. I just didn't want her to feel left out. She was the murderer last time. Was the murderer. The chances of being the murderer at 2 parties in a row, incredibly low. My precautions should mean that this party should remain free from shootings,
Stabbings.
Chest-based bludgeonings.
Poisonings.
For God's sake!
What are you doing?
I was trying to rob you.
Well, you didn't do a very good job. You woke us up.
I know, I'm not very good. I keep trying to get better, but I keep waking people up.
It's okay, we can work on it. I was taught a little ditty to help me. When I break into a house, I am silent as a mouse. Cash and jewelry is the prize. Nothing that's too big inside. All that glitters is not gold. Put your bets on all that's old.
Wow, that's such an easy and helpful way to remember what to do when robbing a house. Do you have any more songs?
Here's one my granny taught me. Join in if you know it, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I broke into rob a house.
E-I-E-I-O.
And from that house I stole a
Watch.
watch.
E-I-E-I-O.
With a tick-tock here, with a tick-tock there, here a tick, there a tock, everywhere a tick-tock.
I broke into rob a house. E-I-E-I-O.
I broke into rob a house.
E-I-E-I-O.
And from that house I stole a wedding ring.
E-I-E-I-O.
And a sparkle, sparkle here, and a sparkle, sparkle there. Here's a diamond, there's a memory, everywhere's a crying widow. I broke into rob a house.
E-I-E-I-O.
You're on your own this time.
I broke into rob a house.
E-I-E-I-O.
And from that house I stole some keys.
Nice.
E-I-E-I-O. And a house key here and a car key there. Here a book, there a key, everywhere a USB. I broke into rob a house. E-I-E-I-O.
I think he's ready to give it another go, girls and boys. He's got one more song to learn yet, though. If I can remember it, it's been a long time. I break to your house and say, shut up, bitch, shut up, bitch, shut up, bitch. I scare you with a knife and say, shut up,
Should I?
Yeah, when you're ready, whenever you're ready, dear.
Everybody stand up now! Shit, what do I see? I'm baby! Get me out of here!
Please stop!
Where's your money? Open the safe! I want your passport! Give me your tax card and your NI number! What's your password? What's your fucking password? Shut the fuck up! Don't cry! Because I don't fucking care! Give me your keys! Give me your keys!
Just give it, no! Oh my goodness! Well done, son.
Yeah, we're very proud of you.
You're still making dinner on Sunday, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll make the potatoes how you like them. Nice and crispy with lots of gravy.
Remember the neighbour's keys are under the mat, dear.
Love you, mums.
Alright, so next item on the agenda, Archie, I believe you're covering this one.
Yes, thank you. So, as you can see from these bars here, despite Madalena's impressive performance last week, she is still behind Jess on the Chunder chart.
I didn't know you were at the top, Jess. I am an efficient chunderer.
And if you take a look over at these lines here, in terms of pulling, you can see Sophia is really, really out in front, whilst Rufus has disappointingly dropped off.
Yeah, because I'm in a relationship now. It's hard to that kind of negative attitude we will not be accepting around here anymore.
Just take a look at Madalena. Her drinking figures have gone way up in the last week.
Thanks. It's been a rough year.
That's the spirit.
Who's in charge of the music? That's Joel. Can I put forward the motion to add Sweet Caroline onto the playlist?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Alright, moving on to the next item on the agenda, team building! What? Any ideas for drinking games?
Ring of Fire?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit unoriginal.
Oh, how about my game from last time, where you're going blue?
Hey, I've got an idea. How about we play Ring of Fire?
Love it.
Yeah.
Very original. Yes.
Alright, all in favour of Ring of Fire, say aye.
Aye.
The motion passes. Now I believe Ewan wants to make a presentation.
Don't. Let's go.
Back to you.
Fuck you!
By now you should somehow realize what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have walk winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. 1, 2, 3, 4. Say, baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall.
Thanks, guys. We've got me out of here by 9. I'm not sure when that is.
10 minutes.
Shots.